Let's start with today's lecture, the first concept of foreign exchange risk management, that is the exchange rate. Right, so exchange rate, what is exchange rate first of all? Guys, exchange rate between two currencies is the price of one country currency expressed in the terms of currency of another country. For example, it's very easy guys. For example, I want to know the exchange rate of dollar. Yeah, so how many rupees should I give to buy $1? So what are we going to do? Rupees per dollar. This is how we express, right? So rupees per dollar. For example, you can find something like this: $1 equals, say, rupees 75, which is right now, currently the value of $1 is somewhere roughly around 75 rupees. So this is also known as the exchange rate. I'll take you slowly throughout all the basics. Exchange rate between two countries depend upon the purchasing power of the currency, obviously, right? So if you go to US, with the help of $1, you can even buy an item which will cost around 50 to 60 rupees in India. For example, let's assume in US for 1 liter of petrol they are paying only $1, but the same thing, 1 liter of petrol we are paying around 75 rupees in India, right? So that is nothing but exchange rate also depends on the purchasing power. Now later on we will be learning about a theory called purchasing power parity theory. There we will try to explain or understand how is the exchange rate determined based on the purchasing power. Okay, so exchange rate, as simple as that, it's nothing but for one currency, to buy or sell one currency, how many currencies of another country's currency should I be paying. Now coming back to the few of the examples, I have taken few examples. Exchange quote of rupee per KWD. Now what is KWD? KWD is nothing but Kuwaiti dinar. So how many rupees should I pay for one Kuwaiti dinar? This is also one of the exchange rates, as simple as that. So ISO code. Now ISO code is nothing but every currency is determined in 3 letters, right? For example, rupee we determine it like INR, right? Same way, dollar we determine it in the form of USD. Same way, pounds we determine in the form of GBP, correct? So every currency has one ISO code, and this ISO code is universally accepted. In our examination, in the question papers also, sometimes they also use these ISO codes, right? But it is not mandatory for you to remember ISO codes of each and every country. It is more than sufficient if you are knowing few of the ISO codes which I have quoted here, because 95% of the questions will be only on these currencies. So exhaustively I have covered whatever had to be covered for exchange rate, right? So KWD means Kuwaiti dinar. Now for your knowledge, Kuwaiti dinar is the costliest currency. For one Kuwaiti dinar we have to pay somewhere around 245 rupees. Yeah, so these are the figures of 2020 only. I had taken this recently. So for one Kuwaiti dinar, the amount of rupees we have to pay is how much? 245. 3 times costlier than, in fact 3.5 times costlier than US dollars, right? So Kuwaiti dinar I have just taken. Generally they don't ask Kuwaiti dinar in our questions, but for your information I just wanted to let you know that for one Kuwaiti dinar we need to pay how many rupees? 245. Now this is an example of exchange rate, as simple as that. The next one, rupee per pound. A pound is used in which country? Generally the Great Britain, right? In the Great Britain we use pounds, which is also known as UK pounds. Yeah, UK, United Kingdom. So ISO code for pounds is GBP. Guys, I want to stress upon ISO code because nowadays of late ICI has been asking you questions based on this ISO code. They are not even giving you the symbol, they will straight away give you ISO code, right? So you need to be a little bit aware of which currency has what ISO code. Done. Okay, so exchange rate of 1 GBP is how much? Yeah, 94 rupees. So probably it is costlier than the dollar, US dollar, as you all might be aware. But if you're not aware, just have an assumption that for 1 UK pound, we spend somewhere around roughly 100 rupees. That is the value of 1 UK pound. Okay. The next point, rupee per euro. Now, whichever currency is coming after this per. Now, what is this? If it is in the denominator, if any currency is in the denominator, can we tell that it is for 1 unit? For example, if pounds is in the denominator, we can tell that this rate of rupees is for 1 pound. Same way, if euros is in the denominator, we can denote that this rate of 83 is for 1 euro. Now what I am trying to conclude is, whichever currency is given in the denominator, generally that is the rate of the currency. For example, for 1 euro, how much should I pay? That is the rate of which currency? Euro or rupees? For 1 euro, how much should I pay? That is the rate of euro. Okay. Now don't worry, I will be explaining it in a really simplified manner. You just need to be there with me for this entire lecture. Have your full concentration in today's lecture, because this is one of the most important chapters. Roughly around 15 to 20 marks are definitely asked from this chapter. Right, so you need to be very thorough from this chapter. Every examination they ask you somewhere around 15 to 20 marks definitely from this chapter. Without Forex, there can never be an SFM paper. Right? Rupee per dollar, INR per USD, 76 rupees. I have just taken the codes, guys. Same way, Singapore dollar is somewhere worth 54 rupees. So 1 Singapore dollar is around 54 rupees. 1 Australian dollar, AUD, SGD, try to remember them. Swiss francs, I forgot this. So Swiss francs, the ISO code for Swiss francs is little different. Try to remember this. CHF. CHF is the ISO code of Swiss francs. So 75 rupees we have to pay for 1 Swiss franc. Done. Australian dollars, 50 rupees per Australian dollar. Same way. Finally, yen. Yen is used in Japan, that is Japan. And for 1 yen, we need to pay how much of rupees? Is only 0.70 rupees for 1 yen. Right? So Japan being a developed country, still the currency, the purchasing power of that currency is lower than rupees itself. So to buy 1 yen, if you want to go to Japan, if you want to buy 1 currency of Japan, you need to pay how much? 0.70 rupees only, not even 1 rupee. Right? So if ever ICI wants to test your currency knowledge, they will definitely ask you a question from Japanese yen. Okay. Apart from these, there are some important currencies. I'll tell you what are they. One is your Chinese yen. So in China also they use this yen. It costs around rupees 10 to buy 1 Chinese yen. Right? So this was also one of the most important currency, but as of now, ICI has never tested with Chinese yen. Yeah, in their question papers, they have never tested with Chinese yen. Obviously, you itself know what all currencies are the most important. One is US dollar. US dollar is the most important currency. After that, if you see, UK pound is also very important. So US dollar, UK pound, then European euro. So euro is also quite popular. Apart from them, Japanese yen. So I can tell you, almost 80 to 90% of the questions will be revolving around 5 currencies. So what is the 5th currency? Yeah, obviously rupees, right? Rupees is the 5th currency where ICI generally tends to ask you questions. Done. Okay, I hope everything is clear till now. I have just covered the basic exchange rate. Right? So till now I have just covered basic exchange rate. Now let us move further. If you are having any doubts, do let me know. I'll definitely try to clarify. Do keep texting in the group. So foreign exchange rate quotes. Exchange rate between 2 countries' currencies can be quoted in 2 manners. These are, see, there are 2 types of quote here. One is direct quote, the other one is indirect quote. Right? So direct quote and indirect quote. Now, direct quote is a quote given or expressed in a manner that 1 unit of foreign currency is worth how many home currency. Now what is direct quote in India? I just want to go to US, right? I will go and ask the forex dealer or the bank, hey, I'm going to US. So for one foreign currency, how many rupees should I pay? For one foreign currency, that is dollar, how many rupees should I pay? Now that is a direct quote in India. Because I'm paying in rupees, right? That is a direct quote. For example, now let me introduce to one of my other innovation that is also known as the storybook. Now what is the storybook? I will just give you a brief about it. The storybook will have all the diagrammatic story explanation so that it becomes very easy for us to understand, right? So it has been prepared by lots of effort. The storybook, I would have not given you the PDF copy. I would recommend you to note down this. The print copy will be available very soon for this particular storybook. Yeah, if possible, I'll also try to mail you the storybook, not an issue. Let's see. Okay, so direct and indirect quote, bid and ask rate. Now let us first try to understand what is direct quote here. Okay, so now I hope you all know who is he, Narendra Modi, right? So to buy $1, Namo has to pay rupees 76, and to sell $1, Namo will receive 75. I'll tell you what is this 76, 75. Just be with me for the next 5 to 10 minutes. If Namo is asking how many dollars should I pay to buy 1 rupee. Okay, first let me explain you the other way around. Hence, Namo is asking the rate of $1. See, we are Indians, right? We want to ask the rate of foreign currency. Let us try to substitute this. For example, let's assume you want to buy 1 Coca-Cola, right? You are going to the Coca-Cola shop and asking them how much rupees or how many rupee currency should I pay to buy 1 product of Coca-Cola. So now here, is this the rate of rupees or is it the rate of 1 Coca-Cola? Now for example, the shopkeeper is telling that 1 Coca-Cola will cost you 50 rupees. Okay, just assume like that. So is this 50 rupees, is it the rate of rupee itself or is it the rate of that product Coca-Cola? It's easy, it is the rate of 1 Coca-Cola product, right? So here I can tell you Coca-Cola is the product, right? Coca-Cola is the product and rupees is the currency. Rupees is the currency. Same way, if you are going to the bank and asking them, hey, for $1, how many rupees should I pay? Now this is the rate of rupees or is it the rate of dollar? Right? Is it the rate of rupee or is it the rate of dollar? The answer is very obvious. It is the rate of dollar, yeah. For $1, you need to pay 75 rupees. So it's the rate of what? Dollar. Done. Is asking the rate of $1. So now the bank is telling rupees per dollar, or if you go by ISO code, for ISO code, it will be termed as USD INR. I will explain you this also. Whenever the bank is quoting you in ISO code, see, generally, if it is in symbols, the questions will specify something like this. If it is in symbols. So hence in this case, it is the rate of dollar, correct? Say rupee per dollar, they have given 75. Rupees 75 per dollar. Now in this quote, which is the product? The product is dollar. It just substitute the dollar with Coca-Cola. Yeah. So for 1 Coca-Cola, how much should I pay? 75 rupees. So it is the rate of rupees or rate of dollars? The answer is rate of dollars, obviously, right? So rate of dollar is how much? 75 rupees. Now why am I telling you this? If you see based on ISO code, they will not quote you something like this. They will not quote you rupee per dollar. Instead, what they will quote you is, they will quote you USD INR. They will quote you like this. So here you cannot assume that they have given USD per INR equals rupees 75, or they have just not given rupees also. Here they have just given USD INR 75. See, now since you are very thorough with rupee and USD, you know that this is not the rate of rupee, this is the rate of dollars, correct? This is the rate of dollars. You know about it. Obviously, now I'll tell you one more thing. You are going to London, right? You are going to the Great Britain, and there they are quoting you this rate. What is that rate? GBP, EUR, GBP EUR equals 1.20. Now tell me, what is this rate? Is it the rate of GBP? Is it the rate of GBP or is it the rate of EUR? EUR is euro, right? Generally euro is used in almost all the European countries and GBP is used in United Kingdom. As you all know, United Kingdom is no more a European country. It has come out of the European Union. Yeah, Brexit. Okay, now tell me, is it the rate of GBP or is it the rate of EUR? In fact, I'll tell you one more thing. Sometimes what does ICI do is, they will quote you something like this, GBP and slash EUR, right, 1.2. Now whenever they have given you in ISO code, you must always assume that whatever is given first, for example here GBP is given first, so this is the rate of, that is, this is the rate of GBP, so this is the product, GBP becomes the product. But if they are not giving in ISO code, they will give you something like this, euro per pound, say equals 1.2. Here it is not the rate of euro, here it is not the rate of euro, here it is the rate of pound again. Why? This is not ISO code. Yeah, so when they are not giving you ISO code, whatever is the denominator, that is the product. So here what does it mean? Yeah, for buying 1 pound, how much you need to pay in the terms of euros? You need to pay 1.2 euros for 1 pound. Are you able to understand? So 1.2 euros for 1 pound. This is the currency rate of 1 pound, right? It is the rate of pound. Why? Because product is pound, right? So whichever is the product, it is the rate of that particular product. Here the product is pound. If you are not able to understand this, now just assume this pound is nothing but what? Your Coca-Cola. I hope my diagram is neat enough for you to understand, but this is your Coke, right? This is your Coke. So for 1 Coke, how many euros should I pay? 1.2. So in this case, is it the rate of euro or is it the rate of Coca? This is the rate of Coke. Okay? So for 1 Coke, how many euros? Same way, for 1 pound, how many euros? So this becomes the rate of pound. Done? Now coming back to our storybook. Guys, storybook I have neatly drafted each and every step so that you will understand. Even if you are forgetting the story, I will give you the soft copy also, not an issue. So you can just go through this storybook and get all out of it. All the explanations you can easily find here. Okay. Now, Narendra Modi, coming back to this Narendra Modi example, he is going and asking how many rupees should I pay for $1. Bank is telling 75/76. This is a direct quote in India, but an indirect quote for US. Now let me explain you. Whenever you go to the bank, it will quote you not one rate, it will quote you 2 rates. For example, if you are going to say today you are going to Western Union. Yeah, Western Union is a forex dealer, right? So you are going to the Western Union and asking them, give me $10,000. You want how much? $10,000, right? So for $10,000, Western Union is telling that either they will tell you USD INR if they are giving you an ISO code, or they will tell you rupee 75.00 slash 76.00 $1, right? $1 equals rupee 75.00 or slash 76. Now what does this mean? I can tell you one thing. As a forex dealer, there will be clients of mine who wants to buy dollars, right? So for example, someone is going to US, he will come to me and buy dollar, correct? But on the other hand, there will be people or clients of mine. Hey, I am who? I am the forex dealer. There will be few clients of mine who will come and ask me, hey, I want to sell you dollars. Sir, who will come and sell dollars in India, sir? An exporter will receive dollars from the US party. Let's assume he is receiving dollars from the US party. So if he is receiving dollars, can I tell an exporter will come and sell to the forex dealer? As simple as that. An exporter will come and sell to the forex dealer. Okay. So now This 75 is called as bid rate, and this 76 is called as ask rate. Bid rate and ask rate. Now I'll tell you one more thing. Let us assume from the Western Union point of view, a Western Union, can I tell that any person who is doing business, no matter which country he is, can I tell he will always try to make profit? How will he make profit? He will buy at cheaper rate, he will sell at higher rate. That is the only funda, right? How to make profit in a business? To buy at cheaper rate, to sell at higher rate, right? So now the product is dollar. The product is dollar. I am the shopkeeper. I am having dollars lined up to sell, right? When I am going to buy dollar from my supplier, I am the Western Union. I will go to the supplier, buy dollars at 75 or 76. Obviously, I will try to buy dollars at 75, correct? So bid rate, in short, I can also tell this is the bank buy rate. Bank buys, okay, bank buys at bid rate. Guys, it is not required for you to copy all this. Why? Everything has been included in my chart book, right? The chart book, which is also called as nano book. All these points have been completely exhaustively included there. So probably I do not think there will be anything for you to note down concept wise. So concept wise, there will be nothing for you to note down. The only work you have to do is understand the concept, apply those logics, solve the questions, and done. As simple as that. SFM is one of the most easiest subject. It is one of the most highly scoreable subject. I am telling you, if you want to clear your group 1, SFM is your target paper any day, guys. Any day you can keep SFM as your target paper. Easy scoring of exemption. I am telling you, easy scoring of exemption. And if you are there with me for the next 20 days or for 25 days, how many days ever it is going to go, I can assure you an easy exemption is possible, right? So conceptual understanding, I will make no compromise. Solving questions, that we will try to work out. Like I will be giving you homework, or I will try to tell you these are the questions which you have to try from your side every single class, right? So before coming for the next class, please make sure you are just attending, you are just working out those questions, right? Because we don't have the full time to work out every question. Conceptually, no compromise, but yes, solving the each and every question is not possible within 60 hours. Sir, in that case, will you not even cover any questions, sir? Obviously, I will be covering, I'll be covering by discussing the questions and the solution. I'll be discussing how is the solution been framed. Only for difficult or tricky questions, right? So after every lecture, I'll give you certain questions. You have to try it from your end, and whichever question you are feeling, sir, we are having doubt on this particular question, that question I will try to discuss in the next lecture, right? So every lecture you have to be active, you have to keep on text me, you have to keep on be texting me so that I understand where you are getting doubts. Done? Okay. So now bid rate. The next one is your ask rate. Ask rate, obviously now we have bought $1 at 75. If we are going to sell this dollar, a dollar is our Coca-Cola. Just maintain this thing that the product is Coca-Cola. Here the product dollar is our Coca-Cola. Coke and solla. Why Coca-Cola? Again and again repeating that entire word, I am finding it difficult. Coke, right? So when I am selling this Coke, will I sell it for 74 or 76? Obviously, I'll try to sell it at higher than 75. I bought it at 75 rupees. I will be selling it at higher rate. So ask rate is nothing but bank sells at ask rate. In fact, I can also add here, bank sells the product. Here it will come, bank buys the product. Done. So bank buys the product, bank sells the product. Coming back to our Narendra Modi example. So when Narendra Modi went to, he's asking the rate of $1. Bank told 75, 76. He didn't understand. Then he attended SFM lectures. He finally got to understand that, okay, there is bid rate and there is ask rate, right? So here bid rate is 75. This is the rate at which bank will buy dollars. and this is the rate at which bank will sell dollars. Okay, now sir, from where will bank buy dollar? Bank will try to buy it, see, generally it is from the importer. Importer will try to buy dollars from us. Okay, 1 second. Bank, from where is it buying dollar? Yeah, bank is buying dollar from the exporters. How, sir? We are getting confused. Now look at me. Exporter, he got dollars from the US party. Now in the dollar, so he is having this dollar with him. This dollar he will go and sell it to the bank. From the exporter point of view, he is selling dollar. From the bank point of view, they are buying dollars, right? Exporter selling dollar na, from the bank point of view, it is buying dollar. So bank will buy dollar from exporter and bank will sell dollars to whom? Bank will sell dollars to the importer. Done, as simple as that. So majority of our questions will be based on exporter and importer, right? Okay. Alternatively, bank can also buy dollars from another bank. Obviously that is also possible, right? Another bank is having dollars with them. We will approach them. We will tell, hey bank, give me dollars. I want to buy it from you. So there are multiple options for a forex dealer to buy and to sell, right? So now one thing keep in mind, bank will buy at bid rate, bank will sell at ask rate. So buy at bid rate, sell at ask rate. Okay. Ask is the selling rate. Okay, now see, bid rate is the buying rate of bank. Bid rate is the buying rate of bank. Buying rate of which currency? Let us assume dollar for simplicity's sake. So bid rate is the rate at which bank will buy dollar and ask rate is the rate at which bank will sell dollar, correct? Now, from an exporter point of view, I'm just telling you and I'm asking you a question. Please try to reply me immediately so that I'll let you know. From an exporter point of view, if he is selling dollar to the bank, if exporter is selling dollar to the bank, what will be the rate quoted from bank? What will be the rate quoted by bank? Bid rate, ask rate. Immediately reply me. I will try to know how much you have learned it from me, right? What is the question? If the exporter sells dollar to the bank, exporter got dollars in his hand, he is selling to the bank, bank will quote him bid rate, ask rate. Immediate reply, come on. Bid rate, absolutely right guys, you have understood. Superb, yeah, I'm so proud of you. So bid rate is the rate at which bank will quote to an exporter because he wants to sell. So can I tell, an exporter sells dollar at bid rate, an exporter sells dollar at bid rate, an importer buys dollar at ask rate. Can you understand this thing? See, again I'll try to explain you. An exporter will not buy at bid rate, exporter will sell at bid rate. Exporter will sell at bid rate. Superb, yeah, everyone have replied absolutely correct. So proud of you. Exporter sells at bid rate and importer buys at ask rate. But whereas bank will buy at bid rate and bank will sell at the ask rate. So this is where a little bit of confusion might occur when the questions get complicated. But I will try my best. I will make my blood, each and every blood count, so that you are not having any conceptual misclarity or whatever you can tell it. Not getting the word properly. Fine. Done. So finally we have understood what is a direct quote and what is an indirect quote. Okay, so Coke, with the help of Coke also you should always keep this Coke in your mind. This Coke bottle, this picture should always be there in your mind, right? Okay, now let's understand from the Trump's point of view. Donald Trump, right? You all know about him. Donald Trump, now the complications will be little more, right? Because from thinking from the Indian point of view is very easy. Because right from our childhood or right from our birth, we are always dealing in rupees, right? But when you shift your mindset to some other country, that is where little bit of complications do come in this chapter. Donald is asking the rate of 1 rupee. Hey Donald, that is our Donald Trump is asking rate of 1 rupee how many dollars should I pay? Yeah, obviously, yeah. For Donald Trump, he will be asking in the currency of dollars only, right? What is Donald Trump having? He is having dollars. He will go and ask to the bank or to the forex dealer, hey, how many dollars should I pay to buy 1 rupee? Correct idea. So for Donald Trump, what is the product? What is the Coke? A Coke is rupee currency. You're able to understand? Coke is rupee currency for Donald. Okay. So dollar per rupee or INR USD. I hope you are getting comfortable with the ISO code INR USD. So here it is the rate of INR, rate of rupees. Correct? So rate of rupees. Rate of rupees means rupee is the Coke. So for 1 Coke, how many dollars should I pay? They have given you bid rate is how much? 0.01315 and ask rate is how much? 0.0133. Okay, now what does this mean? Let us now think from the point of view of US Bank. Guys, let us now think from the point of view of US Bank. If a US Bank, can I tell, US Bank will try to buy dollar at cheaper rate, sell dollar at higher rate. Are you able to get me? US Bank will try to buy, okay, 1 second. Did I confuse myself? Yes, I did. US Bank will try to buy rupees at cheaper rate, sell rupees at higher rate. For US Bank, what is the Coke? Yeah, Coke is it. For US Bank, what is the Coke? So if you understand from the Coke point of view, it becomes very easy. Are you able to get me? So for US Bank, Coke is not dollar. Coke is the rupee. Are you able to understand? So for buying rupees, they will quote a lesser rate, and for selling rupees, they will quote a higher rate. Okay. So 0.01315, this is the rate at which US Bank will buy rupees, and 0.0133, this is the rate at which US Bank will sell rupees. So if you take your calculators, guys, calculator is a must in the classroom. There is no exception from this. This is your king for SFM. If you are ready with the calculator, then do compute. How did we arrive at this bid and ask rate? Let us say we arrived this from this particular rate. Okay. One more conclusion I want to make it here. Can I tell, a bank, for a bank's point of view, the ask rate will always be higher than bid rate. We have concluded one point here. Ask rate will always be higher than bid rate. Sir, how, sir? Obviously, we're going to buy Coke at lesser rate, sell Coke at higher rate. Selling Coke is nothing but ask rate. Buying Coke is nothing but bid rate. So for a bank, there can be no circumstances. There can be no possibility that ask rate will be lower than bid rate. Correct? Are you getting my point? Ask rate can never be lower than the bid rate. There is no possibility whatsoever. Okay. Now, if you want to compute from dollar rate to rupee rate, with the help of calculator, we can compute. Okay. Now, for example, first let me try to give you only one currency. For example, you are going to the bank is telling that, hey, rupee per dollar is 75. Rupee per dollar is 75. Now, you are having a question. So, rupee per dollar is 75. Apuna, give me the quote of dollar per rupee. Give me the quote of dollar per rupee. What will you do, yeah? Obviously, you will do 1 divided by 75. You will do 1 divided by 75. So, 1 divided by 75 is how much, paranga? 1 divided by 75. Take your calculators out, guys. Don't be lazy now. This is the first lecture. 0.0133 rupee, 0.0133 dollars per rupee. The answer for 1 divided by 75 is 0.0133. I can write it like this. Dollar 0.0133 for 1 rupee. Right? Dollar 0.0133 for 1 rupee. I hope you are getting the point. Okay. Now, coming back to our storybook. Here, how did we compute these two rates? How did we compute these two rates? Now, 1 divided by 75, how much is the answer? 0.0133. the bid rate of dollar will become the ask rate of rupee. I'll tell you why, don't worry, just listen to me carefully. 1 divided by 75, if we did, the answer was 0.0133. Are you getting the point? Now, just do 1 divided by 76. 1 divided by 76. The answer is 0.01315, right? 0.01315. So, ask rate of dollar will become bid rate of rupees. The logic is very simple. Don't get complicated or don't get confused. What conclusion did we make before? There can be no reason, or there is 0% possibility that ask rate will be lower than bid rate. Ask rate can never be lower than bid rate. Keep that registered in your mind. Ask rate can never be lower than the bid rate. So, if you put 1 divided by 75, that is 0.0133. Just imagine, if you are putting 0.0133 slash 0.01315, and if you are writing this is the bid rate and this is the ask rate. So how did we get 0.0133? 1 divided by 75. So 75 was the bid rate of dollar and 1 divided by 76, this was the ask rate of dollar. This is what you are getting, right? This is what you are getting. Now, just imagine, bank will buy rupees at 0.0133, or take the 4th decimal out. It will be easy for you to understand. Okay, you have to keep it. 0.0133, the bank is buying rupees, and while selling rupees, how many dollars it is getting? 0.01315. A 315 is lesser than 133, correct? Are you able to understand? It can never happen like that. You cannot compute like this. This is wrong. So, now, what is the conclusion we made? To get the rupee rate, 1 divided by ask rate of dollar will give us bid rate of rupees. 1 divided by bid rate of dollar will give us ask rate of rupees. Sir, confusion, sir, wait. Coming back to our nano book. Are you all comfortable? We are having nano book, we are having story book, and I am explaining you logically. So this is all how I am going to explain you the concepts. Do let me know if you are comfortable with this method, right? Now coming back to the nano book. Direct and indirect quote I made you understand. Just go through it once. So quote given or expressed in a manner that 1 unit of foreign currency is worth how many home currency? $1 equals rupees 76. This is a direct quote in India. $1 equals 76 rupees. It becomes direct quote in India. This is direct quote in India. But can I tell this is indirect quote in USA? Why is it indirect quote? Just imagine now, for US people, what are they having in hand? Dollar. Will they go and ask that? I'm not able to explain properly, but I will just see here. This becomes an indirect quote for US. Why? For India, what are you doing here? For one product, how many rupees should I pay? I'm having rupees. So how many rupees should I pay for buying that product? But imagine from the US people point of view. If a US person is going to any shop, will he go and ask that, see, I'm having $1. Can you give me 50 ml of Coke? Abdin kepana. Or he will ask, I'm having $1, or I'm for buying one product, how many dollars should I pay? So he will ask like that only. A US citizen will go to the shop and he will ask, for one product, how many dollars should I pay? He will never ask, for $1, how much can you give ba? Just imagine, in India, 1 liter of petrol, 75 rupees. Can you go to the petrol bunk and ask, for 1 rupee, how many liters of petrol can you give me? Impossible, right? That is why $1 equals rupees 76 becomes an indirect quote for US people, right? So this becomes an indirect quote for US people and a direct quote for Indian citizen. Same way, UK pound, 1 UK pound rupees 95. It's a direct quote in India and it's an indirect quote for UK. I have mentioned it here, guys, so no need to worry, no need to write anything also. All the concepts have been covered. Every single point I have tried to cover in my nano book. Done. These are direct quotes in India. Home currency is the variable unit. It is the exchange rate of dollar. It is the exchange rate of dollar. So why exchange rate of dollar? A dollar is in 1 unit. So whichever is in 1 unit, it is the rate of that particular currency. Coming to the indirect quote. A indirect quote is nothing but expressed in the manner that 1 unit of home currency is worth how many units of foreign currency. Now just imagine, in India, someone is coming and asking, I am having 1 rupee, how many milliliters or ml of petrol can you give me? That becomes indirect quote in India. So for 1 rupee, how much can you give me? That becomes indirect quote in India, right? 1 rupee equals US dollar 0.015. It's an indirect quote in India, but this becomes direct quote in US. Sir, how, sir? Just now imagine from the US people point of view, US citizen point of view. He is asking how much is the rate of 1 rupee. Rupee is the product. Assume rupee is the Coca-Cola. So for 1 Coke, how many dollars should I pay? They will tell that for 1 Coke, pay me $0.015. Obviously, this becomes direct quote in US, right? So this was direct and indirect quote. Do let me know if you are having any doubts. I am monitoring all your queries instantly. Yeah. So any queries, do let me know. I will try to sort it out. So here, foreign currency is the variable unit. A variable unit, and here rupee remains 1. Which one keeps changing? It is the dollar, right? So the foreign currency is the variable unit, dollar in above example. Here, home currency is the variable unit. How, sir, home currency is the variable unit? Today, 1 liter of petrol 75 rupees. Tomorrow, it can also go to 76, or it can also come down to 74. So which is the variable unit? Rupee. Home currency is the rupee. Rupee is the variable unit. But here, foreign currency is the variable unit. So bid and ask rate, I hope everything is clear, right? Bid rate and ask rate we have just explained. Bid ask spread. Now what is bid ask spread? It's very easy. It's nothing but the gain to the bank, that is the difference between bid rate and ask rate. Difference between bid rate and ask rate of bank is termed as bid ask spread. See, bank is buying in 75, bank is selling in 76. Don't you think bank will calculate, hey, how much percentage is my gain, pa? How much percentage is my gain? Obviously, bank will try to calculate that. So if the bank is trying to calculate that, how will it calculate? Using this formula. Using this formula, bank will try to calculate. Okay, sir. Now don't tell us just the formula. Let us try to explain with concept how this formula came. I hope you all remember GP ratio formula. A GP ratio formula. What is GP ratio formula? The GP ratio means sales minus COGS divided by sales minus COGS. Can I tell this is nothing but GP? Sales minus COGS is GP. GP divided by sales into 100 will give you GP ratio. Hey, this is a very simple formula of ratio analysis. I hope you remember this. So sales minus COGS. Same way here. What is the selling rate? This is the selling rate, correct? So selling price. Bid rate is the buying price. So can I tell this is the cost? Selling price minus cost divided by what is the selling price? Ask rate. So again we are dividing it by the selling price, multiply by 100, so that what do we get? What is our bid ask spread? If anyone is asking us what is your bid ask spread, the formula will be ask minus bid divided by ask into 100. Done. I hope you got the clarity of what is bid ask spread. Now one more conclusion here. All the possible points have been discussed. You should be reading this nano book like anything. See, only 24 charts for CA and only 20 charts for CMA. Can't you even study 24 pages for you to get exemption in SFM? Obviously, you have to do that. 24 sides is a... In fact, I have drafted these charts so that you can complete all the charts in a matter of 16 hours. In a matter of 16 hours, that is, I have kept that one day before examination. How are you going to prepare? All of that has been taken consideration into these charts. Okay. bid ask spread will always be positive. Obviously, only if it is positive. Do you think any company will like GP ratio is minus 25%? GP ratio is minus 25%. Will any company like this? No, right? Same way it is for the bid ask spread. Bid ask spread will never be negative. It should always be positive. Only then the forex dealer or the bank will make profit, yeah, or else it will go into loss. Okay. One-way quote. A one-way quote is nothing but you will not have bid and ask separately. They will only give you one rate. So in questions they tend to ask you even like this. Sometimes they will tell you rupee per dollar 75. So this is one rate. This is actually wrong. I should have not presented it like this. So if possible, try to erase it. Guys, I would also recommend you to get the hard copy of this nano book. The reason being, if you're having this hard copy, which is right now I'm having in front of me, it becomes much more easier for you to go through all these 24 charts. It is up to you. I've already shared with the soft copy. It is up to you. But if you're having this hard copy with you, it becomes very easy for you to revise it again and again, and 24 charts you can stick it all over your study room wherever you're studying and revise every day each and every chapter. Okay, right now you might not understand, but then sooner or later you might think it's not a compulsion, it's up to you. You can buy, or if you want you can ignore it. Okay, done. So one-way quote is nothing but they will give you only one rate, and two-way quotes obviously they will give you bid rate and ask rate. Two-way quotes, different prices for buying and selling the foreign currencies. Practically it is always two-way quote. Okay, so whenever you are going to a bank, they will always have only two-way quotes. One-way quote is not practical. That also I have included in this chart. So practically it is always only two-way quote. The bank will buy cheap at bid rate and will sell dear, at a higher rate. Okay, sell dear at ask rate. In Indian bank will buy dollar for cheap rate from exporters and sell dollars at high rate for importers. Guys, now one more point you have to remember here. For exporters, bank will always quote bid rate. For exporters, bank will always quote bid rate. And for importers, bank will always quote ask rate. Right, this you have to remember, because see, in examination scenario we have only 3 hours, and there if you are thinking all the logics from the beginning, it becomes extremely difficult. You will lose lots of time when solving these questions. So you have to remember certain things. And sir, how will we remember? Basically, when you are practicing the questions, see, I have given you somewhere roughly around 70 questions from this chapter. 70 exhaustive questions they are. I have tried to complete or cover all the concepts. If you go and look at your ICI book, you might not find more than 20 questions. Yeah, so you might have to check RTP, you might have to check practice manual, you might have to check previous past examination question. All of that I have combined together and given you 70 questions. Do those 70 questions thoroughly, Forex will be done, right? Bank quotes rate of dollar 75.5, 76.25. This is bid rate, this is ask rate. And bank quotes rate of rupees bank in abroad 0.311, 0.1325. Okay, now if you see, how did I compute this rate? How did I compute this rate? 1 divided by 75.50 will give you this rate. 1 divided by 76.25 will give you this rate. You can just check in your calculator fast. Do it guys, don't be lazy. The first lecture. I would also recommend you to have a good calculator which you are going to use till your examination. I will also teach you few shortcuts in calculators during this course. The most preferable calculator from my point of view is Citizen. Why? Because in Citizen we can have maximum amount of shortcuts with no trouble. But if you are having Casio with GT, the shortcuts differ and it is more burdensome on us, because the shortcuts you have to use many keys to have that shortcut. So Casio with GT if you are having, it's not recommended, but say you have used it for the past 5 years from your CA foundation, from your CMA foundation, you have been using for the past 5 years, then in that case do not change it now. It's okay. I will teach you how to use shortcuts even from Casio with GT. Okay, I hope the lecture is going smooth till now. No one has given me any query as of now. So let's now proceed. Mr. Rajani. So Mr. Rajani is in India, is an Indian. He will sell, this is the selling rate of dollar for Rajani. This is the buying rate of dollar for Rajani. This is the selling rate of rupee for Malya. Malya, as you all know, he escaped to UK, right? He is going there and trying to sell rupees. Why? He took so many rupees, that is 9,000 crore rupees from India, right? So what will he do? Go and say he is going to US. He will go there and try to sell rupees, right? So if he is selling rupees, Malya will be quoted how much? 0.1311. And if he is buying rupees, if he wants to buy rupees, which Malya will never do, but he will be quoted 0.1325. A conversion of direct into indirect, I have already discussed. So direct quote 1 divided by indirect quote will give you direct quote, and indirect quote 1 divided by direct quote will give you indirect quote. In two-way quotes, what are we doing? In two-way quotes, 1 divided by bid rate of one currency will give you ask rate of another currency, and 1 divided by ask rate of one currency will give you bid rate of another currency. Done. Guys, I need a quick reply within the next 1 second. Just reply in the group if everything is going fine, everything is clear. Any doubts, let me know now. Fast. We don't have time. Till now we have seen direct quote, indirect quote, bid rate, ask rate, bid ask spread. We have seen how to convert bid rate into ask rate, how to convert ask rate into bid rate of another currency. Everything we have covered. These are the basics. And trust me or not, this 1 hour of lecture was the most important base of this chapter. Superb. I'm so proud of you all. You know, that reply from you motivates to me to another level. Yes sir, it's clear. I can see that it motivates me to another level. You can't even imagine how much of confidence I have gained right now, right? And from the intro section or session, you might find we are having so much of difference in today's session, right? And I hope you loved this work of mine, the nano book, right? It's a wonderful piece of summarized concepts, beautifully crafted in a matter of 24 sites. Okay, there was one more thing I just wanted to show you, that if possible, that is your SFM charts combined. Okay, why am I doing all of that? Cover page, back page. Okay, so these are the number of charts which are there in each and every chapter. I hope you have gone through all of them. So basically, if you can see, the largest amount of charts are there for, or the highest number of charts are there for derivatives, and the next biggest chapter will be your Forex with 4 charts, right? So we have started with Forex today, 4 charts. Okay. Everyone replied, right? Okay, thank you all. Now let's go to the next part, interpretation of exchange rate. As I have told you, I have exhaustively covered each and every point in a really beautiful manner. Every point which has been asked in the past examination, I have tried to cover here. Okay, now what is interpretation? Ways of presentation used in questions for exchange rate. So these are different ways of presentation used in the past 30 years of examination. How do they present it? Okay. Case 1. Euro 1 equals rupees 78.2540 / 5050. Sir, what does this mean, sir? 5050, is it Have the ICI missed the decimal point here? Should it be 50.50 Azhar? No, pa, it is not like that. I'll tell you. This particular, you should interpret it like this. It means 1 pound or 1 euro equals 78.2540 slash 78.5050. Right? 78.5050. This is how you have to interpret if in the examination they have asked you something like this. Next way of confusing, like how I say confuses you in examination, all of that I have written here. Yeah, in fact, I had written those words only before, that how ICI tries to confuse you in the examination. But since I have published this book, I have maintained my language in a really neat way so that there is no allegations against me. That is the reason why I have taken all of that good comments which I made against ICI. All of these which you are seeing is a fine-tuned version of my nano book so that no one is having any allegation against me. Earlier I had written in a lot of interesting way so that you would have enjoyed the session more, but okay, nonetheless. $1 equals rupees 67.5189 slash 02. Now this becomes very important, paranga. 67.5189. If they have given you only two digits, these 2 digits will always be the last 2 digits. Last 2 digits. If they have given you 4 digits, this will be the last 4 digits. If they have given you say 3 digits, 050, this will be the last 3 digits. Okay. Now, I'll tell you, if you had not seen or covered this particular case here, how you would have interpreted in examination, paranga. You would have interpreted this like 67.5189. Okay, these two are the last 2 digits, correct? So 67.5102. Now when this question was asked in the examination, almost 80 to 90% students did not even realize this mistake. That if you are doing like this, now let me know what is the issue with this particular code. Tell me fast, reply me fast right now. What is the issue with this particular code? What is the issue? Till then I will explain you case 3. Let me know fast. Reply. Case 3. 50.8500 plus or minus. So sometimes they will also give you like this. Plus or minus 0.0002. Okay. Superb. Yeah. Kamakshi, proud of you. You have given the right answer. What about rest of them? Wow. Yeah. Superb. I'm so proud of you and myself that everyone is getting the utmost clarity in the first session. Yeah, I hope my speed is fine, the clarity is fine, the video is going fine, the audio is going fine. You don't even know how much of efforts I have put, or the entire team of CA Classroom has put, so that the output is looking the way it is looking today. Okay, so why cannot we do like this? Because here the bid rate becomes higher than ask rate. Never possible. Why will a bank buy at higher rate and sell at lower rate? Yeah. That is the reason why what we have done. In fact, what ICA have done is generally this cannot happen practically. In practical life, bank will not give you this kind of quotation. But as we all know, ICI can test you like anything. ICI is our God. Whatever they are going to give us, we have to follow them. So instead of 5189, we will have to put 52, that is the next digit. So 5202 will be the ask rate and this will be the bid rate. Done. So 5202. Superb. Yeah. I want all of you to participate. Yeah. Only 4 of you are replying constantly. What about the rest of 2 of them? Reply. Case 3. Singapore $1 equals 50.8500 plus or minus 0.0002. What does this mean? 50.85 is normal constant, minus 0.0002 will give you bid rate, and plus 0.0002 will give you ask rate. As simple as that. Obviously you will add for ask and you will reduce for bid, because you want to buy it at as low rate as possible and sell it at as high rate as possible. That is why we have added and reduced in the particular case 3. Now let's go for the case 4. Guys, I'm telling you, once we have covered all these concepts now, questions, solving them will become a cakewalk. I'm not kidding. After this session, I will tell you till what questions you have to practice. You will find that they are the most easiest questions. Not because they are easy actually, because of our nano book and the concepts I've covered here. I know that I've been boasting about this book, but you will realize what's the importance of this book only when you're sitting one day before examination. I'm guaranteeing you, if you're comfortable with this book, no need to even go through ICI book for concepts. But one more caution I want to make it here. Theory I've not covered here. Theory is asked for 15 to 20 marks both in CA and CMA. So the theory part I have not covered in my concept book, or sorry, the nano book. I have covered only the practical part exhaustively. Okay. Pair of currency. When pair of currency, case 3 answer 50. Okay, one second. Okay, the case 3 answer, yes, I have made a mistake here, guys. The case 3 answer should have been, so okay, 50.84. so I have substituted 50 I've written 48 instead of 50. Good point. Thank you, Tulsi. You have given the right answer. Yeah, it should be 50, not 48. That is the right answer. I will change that in the nano book. You also kindly make a note of it, and after the end of the session, do let me know that I have to rectify this particular error. It's a kind request. Do help me out that this nano book becomes error free. Though 99% of all the concepts, I can assure you there will not be any mistake, but yes, there might be some mistake because this is only the second edition of this book. In fact, third edition, because this is the third batch, right? Pair of currencies. When pair of currencies are given in symbols, dollar per euro 1.10. So they have given dollar per euro 1.10. Second currency, that is the denominator, is in per unit. This I have already explained you, but okay, let us understand with the help of this example again. So here symbols, they have given the quotation in the form of symbols. So symbols, whatever is the denominator, this is the product. This is the product. That is 1.10 is the rate of which currency? Sir, 1.10 is the rate of euros, not dollars. Okay. Coming back to ISO code, what if they are giving you something like this, EUR USD? Here sometimes they may also give you like this, but see guys, sometimes I have given you note also here. Though I have told ISO code, denominator is not the product, it is the first currency whichever they are quoted, that is the product. That is EUR is the product here. But if they are given in symbols, the denominator is the product. But there have been cases where also I have just told also apply common sense, right, while interpreting the exchange rates in the questions. So you need to apply a little bit of common sense, because sometimes what happens now, they will give you something like this. INR USD equals rupees 65. Okay, rupees kodu matanga, they will not give you rupees. 65.66. Here you might think this is the rate of rupees, correct? Because it is an ISO code. So whatever comes first, that is a product. But apply common sense here. INR, that is you have to pay $66 per INR. That is never possible, right? So sometimes ICI also gives you different methods you have to interpret based on this table. So this table is one of the base how we have to interpret, okay, which currency is more powerful, which currency is more weaker, right? I remember one of the examination, they have given you something like this. INR JPY. JPY is Japanese yen equals $1.20. Let us assume 1.20. So if you go by ISO code, you will find that this is the rate. So for 1 INR, okay, this is actually right, sorry, 0.70. I am just changing my example. So what does this mean? If you go by ISO code interpretation, rate is of INR. So for 1 INR, you need to pay how much? 0.70 yen. That means that yen is more powerful than rupees. That is not possible. If for 1 rupee he is going to pay only 0.70 yen, no, it is not possible. So hence you have to interpret, you have to use your common sense and interpret it like this. This is not the rate of rupee, this is the rate of Japanese yen. Sir, they have given in ISO code. Sir, you told if they have given in ISO code, you should always interpret whichever is given first is the rate, but no. You have to also use common sense sometimes, okay? I hope you got the example. If any doubts, do let me know. Okay, what has happened? I need to. Okay, thank you. Done. Coming back to this example. Okay, I hope you got this point. So symbols, whichever is the denominator, that is the product, and ISO code, whichever rate is given first, whichever ISO code is given first, that is the product. I just want to clarify one more thing. If in ISO code they have given you this bar, they have given you slash, it means that this will become the rate of USD only. In those cases, see, if they have given you slash, use your common sense. That is the shortcut. But I cannot tell you 100% that will work. The only thing which will work is your common sense. Sir, what is the common sense? Understand this particular table. Which currency is more powerful than other currency? If this table is understood, see, this entire table is understood, you can apply common sense obviously. Okay, but I have given you the practical rules. Now, sir, if we go to the bank will give us rates in symbol or in ISO code. The bank will always give you codes in ISO code. Yeah, so this is more practical. Okay, let me show you a practical example. Guys, we have all the technology with us, so we will try to understand with the help of NSE India website. Yeah, I'm just going into this National Stock Exchange website. There are basics of stock market lectures uploaded on my YouTube channel, CA Aakash Singhvi. It's a kind request, go through those videos first. You will have good knowledge about what all websites I'll be using, what is stock market, the basics. I've uploaded good videos, guys, just go and check it out once. Okay, let me go into the NSE India website now. Here, let me go into currency derivatives. I hope you're able to see that currency derivatives. Let me check, say, USD. Okay, so if I'm zooming here, can I tell that they have quoted you in the form of ISO code there? They have quoted you in the form of ISO code. Okay, now let me go for this one, USD per INR. Okay, USD INR. This is the rate of which currency? Tell me fast, quick. USD INR, this is the rate of which currency? INR or USD? This will be the rate of which currency? This is given in ISO code in your NSE website. Give me the answer fast. So today the rate was exactly 75, hence the rate of dollar it is, right? So that is what I would have explained you in my nano book also. That is the same thing. That is what they have explained you in that particular chapter also, right? Now coming to the next part. Superb, all of you have given me the right answer. We'll go to the next part, appreciation and depreciation of currency, right? Appreciation or and depreciation of currency. What is appreciation? What is depreciation? See, everyone knows about it. It's not like we don't know, but still we have to understand it theoretically. Appreciation means a currency appreciates when the price of that currency increases, and a currency depreciates when the price of that currency decreases. Example, spot rate rupees per dollar 75. 3-month forward rate. Guys, now slowly and steadily we are moving into a concept called forward rates. Forward rate is nothing but, I will tell you when that particular concept is coming, it will be down. Forward rate is nothing but 3 months forward rate decided today. The bank is telling that if you're coming after 3 months, I will be willing to give you $1 at rupees 76.50. After 3 months, $1, how many rupees you have to pay? 76.50. If you want to buy $1 today, the rate is 75. So now is dollar at premium or is rupee at premium? See, whenever you are having such case, assume this is the product, right? Dollar is the product here. So product cost is increasing for product, correct? So premium lerka product or is it in depreciation? Obviously the product is in the premium. Hence I can tell you here that dollar is appreciating by 1.5 rupees, but it doesn't mean that rupee is depreciating by rupees 1.5. No, it is not like that. We can never tell it something like this. Rupee depreciated by 1.5 rupees. It's not possible. Same way, let me first explain you depreciation also. What is depreciation? A currency depreciates when price of that currency decreases. Spot rate yen per rupees. Now yen per rupee. So for buying 1 rupee, how many yens they are requiring? 1.54 yen. 3-month forward rate, 1 rupee, to buy 1 rupee, I will have to give 1.50 yen. Can I tell? Yen is becoming stronger. Today if I am buying 1 rupee, I need to pay 1.54 yen. After 3 months I am buying 1 rupee, I need to pay 1.50 yen only. So I need to pay lesser yen. If I am paying lesser yen, that is appreciating, right? But which currency is depreciating here? Rupee is depreciating. So rupee depreciated by 0.04 yen, and yen did not appreciate by 0.04 yen. No, that is the wrong interpretation. Okay, so that is the appreciation and depreciation. Reasons behind appreciation and depreciation. Interest rate situation. See, this also we will be learning in the below concept. Yeah, down I will teach you one concept called IRPT, interest rate parity theory, and PPPT, purchasing power parity theory. So in these two concepts I will discuss with you why a higher interest rate will result in currency depreciation and how a lower interest rate will result in currency appreciation. So you have to wait till that concept is coming. It will be there in the third chart. There I will explain you why this happens. But as of now, just understand this. Between US currency or US and India, which country is having higher interest rate? US, the interest rate is almost 1%. After coronavirus, they have reduced their interest rate like anything. Are you aware about that? US dollar is the interest rate to buy. You want to get loan in US, you have to just pay 1% interest. And to get loan in India, somewhere around 8 to 12% of interest you are paying. So can I tell India is having higher interest rate? So if India is having higher interest rate, the currency of India, that is Indian rupee, currency of INR will depreciate. If US is having lower interest rate, the currency of dollars will appreciate. Sir, how does that happen? That is why I have told you how. For that I will answer when I am teaching you IRPT and PPPT. Sir, full form of IRPT, interest rate parity theory or theorem, and PPPT, the full form is purchasing power parity theorem, right? So I will explain you in depth why this happens. Right now just imagine whatever I made you understand, just that is sufficient as of now. Okay. Now coming to the important concept, 5-mark questions generally I say tends to ask from this particular concept. Guys, till now we have seen only the basics of Forex. From this particular concept, questions will be repeatedly asked. But to answer this particular concept, you can never answer unless and until you are knowing this entire base. We have almost covered 1.5 chart, right? Sorry, 1.5 sides of one chart. Every chart is having 3 sides. Every chart is having exactly 3 sides, right? So 3 sides left, we have completed half of one chart. Done. Okay, now let me make you understand forward premium or discount on a currency. If spot rates and forward rates differ from each other, in forward market the currency may either become strong or become weak. Sir, what are you trying to tell? Today spot rate is rupees 75 per dollar. 3-month forward rate is rupees 78 per dollar. Can I tell in this case dollar is becoming stronger? Dollar is becoming stronger. Why? Today for buying one product, that is dollar, one Coke, I am paying how much? 75. After 3 months I will have to pay how many rupees? 78. Which currency or is the product becoming costlier? Yes, product is becoming costlier. So can I tell that product, which is the dollar, is appreciating? Dollar is appreciating. If dollar is appreciating, it means that dollar is at premium. Obviously, if dollar is appreciating, we can tell that dollar is at premium. And here, can I tell rupee is depreciating? Rupee is depreciating. Sir, how to find out that? Today I am paying only 75 rupees to buy one product, but after 3 months I will have to pay 78 rupees. Oh my god, rupee, you are depreciating. Correct? So if rupee is depreciating, we call it as it is at discount. It is at discount. Okay. Now, why this premium and discount is used? Generally, we will calculate premium and discount in the terms of percentage. We will always calculate premium and discount in the terms of percentage. Okay, I'll just explain you from this nano book now. In forward market, the currency may either become strong or it might become weak. One currency may be at premium in the forward market in comparison to the spot market, and another currency may be at discount. The percentage of forward premium or discount can be computed as follows. Case 1, case 2. Now understand carefully. I have drafted all these formulas really beautifully. You will appreciate it. Now one more thing. Before understanding this book, I have already explained in the last introduction that all the formulas are written in green. All the formulas are written in green. So I would request you to go through this page. I have shared it with you. So kindly go through this particular page, right? So that you will understand our nano book efficiently. Done. Let me also try to take appreciation and depreciation. I have done it with the help of a diagram also here. So later you might also go through this diagram for a deep understanding with the help of pictorial presentation. Okay. Now let me go through this particular premium. Case 1. Sir, what is case 1? Sir, what is case 2? Now remove this first suspense. I want to know it immediately. We are already in a crash course, 60 hours. I want to complete it soon so that I am going to get an exemption in November 2020 or May 2021 or November 2021, whenever your attempt is. Premium or discount on a currency using exchange rate of same currency. I will tell you what I am trying to tell here. Premium or discount on a currency using exchange rate of same currency. Guys, try to understand this carefully. Can I tell that? Okay, I'll just explain it from this particular point. Let us assume this is 76 for our example as of now, right? Can I tell that this is the exchange rate of rupee or dollar? This is the exchange rate of, it is the rate of which currency? It is the rate of dollar. It is the rate of dollar. So bank will buy dollar at this rate, sell dollar at this rate, correct? I hope you are getting the point. Bank bid rate, bank buys at bid. So bank, one more thing I just wanted to explain. Remember BBB. What is BBB? Bank buys at bid. Bank B buys B at bid. As simple as that. Triple B, bank buys at bid. And sir, apna bank sells at ask, B as seva sir. That you will obviously remember once you are understanding triple B, right? Okay, now why am I telling you this? Case 1 is nothing but the rate, this is the rate of dollar, and in the question they have asked you, compute premium or discount on dollar. This is the rate of dollar. You need to compute premium or discount on dollar. This is the case of first case. This is the first case. Okay. So first case, annual percentage. Guys, whenever you are quoting the percentage of premium or discount, you have to convert it annually. What is annually? Just wait and listen to me. So this is spot rate. This is spot rate. Let us assume ask is also not there. We are having only bid rate. Okay. Now 3 months forward rate they have given you. 3 months forward rate they have given you rupees 78. Rupees 78. Okay. Seeing this, I can tell that dollar is at premium. How much percent is the dollar at premium? How much percent? Tell me in percentage wise. Yeah, I don't want in rupee wise. I want in percentage wise. That is what is asked by ICI. So annual percentage of forward premium or discount equals FR minus SR divided by SR into 100 into 12 or 365 divided by period. Confused, right? Just hold on. FR is nothing but forward rate. Forward rate in our example is how much? 78 rupees. In our example, forward rate is how much? 78 rupees minus SR. SR is nothing but spot rate. How much is the spot rate? 75. So 78 minus 75 divided by, guys, this is nothing but 3 rupees is the difference. 3 rupees is the difference of on how much spot rate? 3 rupees is the difference on 75. 3 rupees it is increasing. Base price is 75. What is the base here? 75. I hope you remember this basic formula of mathematics. Change in difference, that is the difference divided by the base price. That difference divided by base price will always give you the percentage change, correct? Sir, what is the difference? Difference is nothing but actual price or expected price minus base price divided by base price. This will always give you the percentage change. No matter it is in max, no matter it is in SFM, do try to remember this. This particular formula will always give you the percentage change. And here also we are only trying to find out what? Percentage change. That is how this formula has been derived. What is the formula? What is the formula? FR, that is expected price minus the base price. Today's price was 75 divided by the base price. Today was 75. Okay. So this comes to around, just work it out. Have your calculators in hand. 78 minus 75 divided by 75 comes to 0.04. I'll just write it here. So this is coming to 0.04. So 0.04 is in decimals. To convert into percentage, what we will do? Multiply by 100. So the answer comes to 4%. The answer comes to 4%. And now this 4% is for 1 year, 3 months. This 75 to 78, it has happened only in 3 months. We need what? Annual percentage of premium or annual percentage of discount. So 4% into, how will you convert this 3 months into 12 months? It's very easy, guys. Into 12 divided by 3. Right? Into 12 divided by 3 will give you what? Percentage per annum. So this will come to 16%. So I have concluded that the premium, percentage premium on rupee, the percentage premium on dollar is 16% per annum. Right? So do not forget to write here PA, per annum. Okay, sir, we have understood FR minus SR into 100 into 12 divided by period. So period here was 3, correct? That is why I divided it by 3. Try to remember that. Period is 3 here. Okay. Now coming to the case 2. Case 2, the formula is different. If you can see here, the formula is different. If we have to find out premium or discount on a currency using the exchange rate of opposite currency, Okay, now in question they have specified find premium or discount on rupees. Find premium or discount on rupees. In this case, what are we going to do? In this case, what are we going to do? Find premium or discount on rupees. We have to find on rupee. The rate given is for dollar. The rate is of the opposite currency. Home currency rupee, opposite currency is dollar. Okay, so in this case, the formula becomes SR minus FR divided by FR. SR minus FR divided by FR. The same logic goes for this also, the same formula. That is, here the base becomes FR. Here the base becomes FR. Why therima? We are not having the rate of rupees. Had we had the rate of rupee, we could have easily computed with the help of this formula. But since rupee is not the rate, if we use this formula of FR minus SR divided by SR, you will not get the right answer. You will get the opposite answer. That is the reason why we will have to use SR minus FR. Okay, now let us try to understand. How much is the SR here? SR is 75 minus 78 divided by 78 into 100. Tell me the answer fast. Don't make me solve everything, yeah? It's your duty. Solve it fast. I'm waiting. How much is the answer for this one? Sir, it is going in minus. Give me the answer. Waiting here. The answer is fast. Come on guys, you can do it. $15.38. Absolutely right. That is the reason why I did not put here into 12 by 3. So 15.38, superb. You all are doing a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you all. 15.38 is the right answer, right? So in the same example, dollar has appreciated by 16% and rupee, I hope you got the answer, is in negative, right? Why is there negative? Because rupee is in discount. So minus 15.38%. Rupee is in discount. That is why we will get the answer in negative. Now just imagine now, if we used the same answer, don't you think, or the same formula, don't you think we'll again get the same 16% of rupee appreciation? It will be in positive only, right? That is impossible. Dollar is appreciating by 16%, rupee is depreciating by 15.38%. Okay. Fine, I hope you understood this formula also. Concept 1, situation 1 and situation 2 you have understood. I will tell you one more method. See, now what happens now after these lectures, you might also be preferring to go through some of the past examination questions of ICI, some of the RTP questions, some of the study mat questions. There you might find a different presentation, right? But guys, trust me, the presentation which I have used here is the best. There is no comparison to these presentations. I can write it and give it to you today in front of everyone who is watching the lecture. I can write it and give it to you that no better answers or no better concepts than this book. It's a guarantee, not a warranty. There's a difference between warranty and guarantee. Warranty means I will only try to repair. Guarantee means I will replace. Correct? Okay. Now, I will just extend this particular thing. Let us assume they have given the rate of dollar, correct? And okay, you have to find the premium or discount on rupees. Now one thing you can do, what you can do is convert this 75 and 78, which is right now the rate of dollar, into rate of rupees. Tell me the answer fast. Convert dollar rate into rupee rate. Dollar rate into rupee rate. dollar per rupee spot eவ்வளோ and dollar per rupee forward, how much is it? Dollar per rupee spot, tell me, dollar per rupee spot, dollar per rupee spot. The answer is, I cannot wait so much, 0.0133 is the answer, and dollar per rupee 3 month forward, the answer will be 1 divided by 78, 0.0128, 0.0128 is the 3 month forward dollar per rupee. Okay, now again come back to the case 1 and 2. Okay guys, in the question they have asked us to find out premium or discount on rupee. Correct? In the question they have asked us to find out premium or discount on rupee. The rate which we are having is of dollar. I in the examination forgot the case 2 formula. I could not remember case 2 formula. The only formula I want to remember is case 1. In that case, what you do now, convert this rate into rupee rate, convert this dollar rate into rupee rate. Now what happens if you convert the dollar rate into rupee rate? You have to find premium or discount on rupee, as well as the rate is also in rupees. So which method or which formula will you use now? Case 1 or case 2? Case 1 or case 2? Case 1 or case 2? Come on guys, the answer is case 1. So can I tell, in examination, if you want, you remember only this formula. If you remember only this formula, you have to remember one thing. What is the premium or discount on dollar if they're asking? The rate should also be in dollar. Or what is the premium or discount on rupee if they're asking? The rate you can convert into rupee and find out the answer based on case 1. Done? I hope even this was clear. Now let us go to the next concept. Okay, here this is also important guys. If the value comes to be positive, it means premium, and if the value comes to negative, it means discount, right? So if the answer is coming in negative, don't worry, right? Because it is in discount, that is why it is coming in negative. And you also have to apply common sense, right? Do not forget to apply common sense, because seeing the question itself, you might figure out which currency is in appreciating. Whichever currency is appreciating, it will always be in premium. Whichever currency is depreciating, it will always be in discount. As simple as that. See the note here. Guys, one thing I would like to stress upon here. Sometimes during the lecture, since it's a live as well as recorded lecture, so recorded lectures will also be provided in the form of Google Drive or pen drive, whatever it is. Sometimes I might miss out on few words reading out here, but I'm telling you, each and every word of this book is very important. It's not like you can go through this book, you have to remember this book. Only 20 sides, 24 sides, right? Easily possible to remember everything. So go by word, do not miss even a single word from this book. At same time, when one currency appreciates, another currency depreciates. Obviously, if one currency is appreciating, another currency depreciates. But percentage appreciation and percentage depreciation differs due to different bases. We had seen that percentage appreciation was 16%, but depreciation of rupee was not 16%. It was only 15.38% negative. Correct? So percentage appreciation of one currency doesn't mean that the same percentage is depreciating. The other currency is not depreciating by the same percentage. Okay. Calculation of forward rate using percentage premium and discount rate. If there is premium on a currency, increase quantity of another currency by given percentage. If there is premium on a currency, increase quantity of another currency by given percentage. If there is discount on a currency, decrease quantity of another currency by given percentage. We'll just try to understand. I have given example here, right? So it's a self-explanatory book. $1 equals rupees 76.25. Premium on dollar is 2%. Then increase the quantity of rupees by 2%. What is that, sir? Okay, 1 second. Here spot rate was 75, we got spot rate on 75, and they have given that premium on dollar is 16%. Premium on dollar is 16%. So let's try to do increase the quantity of rupees by 2%. Okay, so 16%, the answer we got was per annum. Okay, what all details do we have? That exchange rate of rupee per dollar is 75 and premium on dollar is 16%. These are the only two things they have given. You are supposed to find out forward rate of dollar after 3 months, or let us first try to understand after 12 months. If they have given in the question after 12 months, what is the forward rate? FR after 12 months, what is the forward rate of dollar? What is the answer? Can I tell? 75 plus 16%, the forward rate of rupee per dollar after 12 months will be 87 rupees per dollar. But they have asked you in the examination, find out rupee per dollar forward rate after 3 months. After 3 months, what will you do? 87. Okay, sorry. What you will do is 16% into 3 by 12. So how much is 16% into 3 by 12? The answer is 4% premium you have to add. 4% premium you have to add on what rate? 75. So 75 plus 4%, you will get the same answer of 78. You will get the same answer of 78. This is nothing but whatever we understood before. Now we are inverting the formula. That is it. So formula inverting, and that is how we can find out increasing quantity of rupees by 2%. Here, if you want, you can just write this is if it is per annum. This is per annum. If it is for 3 months, see, this is per annum. But in the question, they have asked you to find out increase quantity of or forward rate for 3 months. Then what you will have to do? Into 3 by 12. That is 2% into 3 by 12. That will come to around 0.5%. So you will have to add only 0.5% to find out the forward rate. Okay. So this is nothing but calculation of forward rate using premium and discount. Okay, sir, what if they have given discount in examination? Is the same thing, guys. Discount in examination, if they have given discount on dollar is 2%, then decrease quantity of rupees by 2%. Premium on rupees is 3%. In that case, increase quantity of dollars by 3%. Discount on rupee 3%, in that case decrease quantity of dollar by 3%. Done. I hope you have understood till now. There was one point I missed out here, price interest point. What is price interest point? In one of the examination they have asked you based on PIP, price interest point. The smallest value of exchange rate, say 75.0025. And they have told that price interest point, it will change by say 0.01. They have given you only two digits. So this is nothing but or sorry, in this case what is the smallest value of exchange rate? Yeah, can anyone tell me what is the smallest value of exchange rate? Yeah, I will come to that question. What does decrease in quantity mean? The smallest quantity here will be 0.0001 is the smallest value, right? For example, 75.25. What is the smallest value here? 0.01 is the smallest value, right? Here the smallest value is 0.01. So this is PIP. The smallest value of exchange rate is known as price interest point. Done. Now, decrease or increase in rate. Okay, what does decrease in quantity mean? A quantity quantity means right now it is 75, right? Right now it is rupees 75. Quantity means 1 rupee is 1 quantity, 2 rupee is 2 quantity. So if you read this particular line, premium on dollar 2%, then increase of quantity of rupees by 2%. That means right now if it is 75 rupees, you have to increase the quantity by 2%. 100 is the quantity. You are having 100 in stock. if I'm telling increase the quantity by 2%, what does that mean? Instead of 100, you have to add plus 2% and get 102. So that is quantity, right? Same way, we are adding what? 4% on the quantity of 75. So 75 plus 4%, now the total quantity becomes 78. So that is quantity. I hope you got the clarity, right? Okay, so we are doing a really great job. Guys, one thing which I've decided right now, I will try to explain you all the concepts with these small examples. We will try to cover all the concepts first, right? Because the crash course is based on only on 60 hours, and since we are also having limited time, we will cover all the concepts exhaustively, and simple examples I will try to give you so that you can understand the concept. Try the questions from your side. Try the questions from your side. The questions which you are not able to solve, I will discuss those questions in the next lecture, or after all the concepts of Forex are done, we will try to solve all the questions, discuss all the questions, right? Because solving it will take us a lot of time, right? Because regular course, I am having a regular course of mine, SFM, it goes for 180 hours. 180 hours is the regular course. Here we are trying to cover maximum concepts in the most minimum time with all the logics, with all the logics, and making you solve all the questions. Whichever question you are not able to solve, I will discuss that after this chapter ends. So that is the plan right now. Do let me know if you want any changes in this particular plan. Now, swap points. Sir, what is swap points? The difference between forward rate and spot rate can be expressed in the terms of swap points or forward margin or forward premium. Let us try to understand swap points. It's an easy concept. I have given one example here itself. Swap points are basically paisa. As simple as that. So I've given you the most easiest meaning of from the dictionary. It's basically nothing but paisa, which is deducted or added, from or to the spot rates to determine forward rate. Sir, we did not understand. Give us more elaborate understanding. Okay, don't worry. I have told you this video lectures, I just required half an hour to get comfortable. Once that is done, I become the king of this video lecture as far as what I feel. Okay, I hope you are getting comfortable now with this subject. I will try my best to give each and every concept in-depth understanding. Any misclarification or any clarification required, do text me up. Immediate solving of your queries in the concept, right? So forward rate equals spot rate plus or minus swap points. See, anywhere you see green words, it becomes so easy for us to understand that this is a formula. Blue is the general text. This is the main topic. It's the main topic. Highlighting in red is the subheading. This is the subtopic. So main topic is in this color, subtopic is in this color, headings and subheadings are in this color, and formulas are in this color. So it becomes very easy for us to understand, right? Okay. So swap points are another. It's nothing but swap points are given for you to find out forward rate. Spot rate is given. For example, let me try to explain you with an example. That becomes very easy, right? Spot rate equals 75. Let us take the same example so that we are not getting lost. Swap points, they have given us 25 points. 25 points. And these are 3 month swap points. They will always give you how many months swap point is this. In the question, they will definitely give you. Find out 3 month forward rate. It is as simple as 75.25. Now, swap points given in ascending order. Swap points generally they will try to test you when both bid and ask is given. So when both bid and ask is given, say 75/76. I will just shift this particular thing from here, 1 second, because your text is getting hidden. So let's assume 75/76, and swap points they are giving you like this: 25 points/35 points. 25/35. Can I tell? I hope you remember what is ascending order, what is descending order. Ascending order means the increasing, that is 25-35 is an ascending order, 25-15 is a descending order. Yeah. So if swap points are given in ascending order, foreign currency is at premium. Hence add swap points. That is, what will you do here? What will you do here? You will add swap points 75.25 slash 76.35. This will be the 3-month forward rate. This will be our 3 months forward rate, right? 3 months forward rate. Sir, what if they have given you swap points in descending order? If descending order is given, for example, let me take 25/15, in that case, what will be our answer if the descending order is given? If descending order is given, for foreign currencies at discount, hence deduct swap points. You have to deduct what? Swap points. For example, here what we would have done, 3-month forward rate equals 74.25 slash 75.85. Yeah, 74.25 slash, okay, I think I made a mistake, 74.75. A 75 minus 0.25 comes to 74.75, and 76 minus 0.15 comes to 75.85. So very simple, easy concept. Swap points, ascending order, add it from the spot rate to get forward rate. Swap points, descending order, reduce it from the spot rate to get the forward rate. Okay. Sir, why are we adding? Why are we reducing? Sir, if it is ascending order, we will add. If it is in descending order, we are reducing. I'll explain you. Say if it is in descending order, and let us assume this is, instead of 76, it is only 75.25. Let us assume like that, 75.25. It is in the descending order. Whenever it is in the descending order, we have to reduce. But by chance, by mistake, you have added. When the swap points were given in descending order, you have added. So what will happen, Paranga? What will happen? 75.25 slash 75.40. Okay, I was not able to give you exactly what I was planning to explain you. Say swap points were, just imagine swap points were 50/20. 50/20. Now you will be able to understand. So 50/20 means it is in the descending order. If the swap points are in the descending order, we will have to decrease. Decrease from where? Decrease from spot rate to get forward rate. Okay, now by mistake we have added. So if we have added, what will happen? If we have added 75.50 and 75.25 plus 20, this will become 75.45. Can you ever have bid rate higher than ask rate? No, it's not possible. That is the reason why whenever swap points are given in descending order, we will decrease. If it is given in ascending order, we will have to add. That's it. And it's a logic given by the banks itself. Yeah, it's not like I can explain you conceptually. No, we cannot explain you conceptually. The logic is already given by the bank. Whenever it is in ascending order, add it. Descending order, decrease it. Okay, done. So now let's go to the next concept. One more note. I've always told you each and every word of this nano book is important. Each and every word. What did I give here? Note. Practically bank does not quote forward rate. If you go to the bank will not tell you that 3-month forward rate is 78, 79. They will never tell you that. They will only tell you 3-month forward swap points is 50, 75. That is happening practically. So swap points become so important for you to understand, because practically if you go to the bank, they will not quote you forward rate directly. They will only tell you these are the swap points. Now you compute forward rate. Swap points it will come every third examination. They have definitely tested this from swap points. So it's so important, and 6 to 8 marks is for sure. Done. The next particular subheading. Swap points by using interpolation. Swap points by using interpolation in between period. Okay, now what is happening? Practically bank gives the customer monthly swap points. Sir, what is monthly swap points? Bank will tell you 1 month swap point is this much, 2 month swap point is this much, 3 month swap point is this much, 4 month swap point is this much. But what if the customer wants swap points for a period in between the months? If you want in between the months, say you want to, or you are an importer. You are an importer, you want to buy dollars after 75 days. You want to buy dollars after 75 days. When you go to the bank is telling that we are having swap points for 60 days, we are having swap points for 90 days. You now compute what will be the swap point for 75 days. We don't have it. How are we going to compute it, right? I have given you with example, right? So to understand, I have given you with example. For example, we have 60 days and 90 days swap points, but we require 75 days swap point. Hence, in this cases, we calculate using interpolation. Guys, this interpolation, I'll first teach you what is interpolation, but after understanding this example, we'll go for what is interpolation. 60 days swap point is 20/35, 90 days swap point is 50/75. 60 days swap point is 20/35, 90 days swap point is 50/75, and we have to compute what? 75 days swap points. If you ever remembered your internal rate of return, capital budgeting in your CA intermediate or CMA intermediate, you will know this concept. Okay, but nonetheless, assuming you are zero in your past, you don't remember any of your flashback moments. Let us try to understand how are we going to compute for 75 days, how much will be the swap points. It's very easy, guys. I'll tell you. For a period of 30 days, how much is the increase? From 20 it has increased to 50. For a period of 30 days, the increase is 30 points for bid rate. And for the same 30 days, in ask rate, see, now I'll just write it here. For bid rate, bid swap points for 30 days 30, and for ask, from 35 it has gone up to 75. From 35 it has gone up to 75. So how much is the difference? 40 points. So for 30 days, ask swap points is 40, right? We want to compute what? Yeah, what do we want to compute? We want to compute not for 30 days, we want only for this period. We want only for this period, that is 15 days. So for 15 days, question mark is nothing but x. Question mark is nothing but x. And same way here also, for 15 days, this question mark is nothing but x. So hence, by cross multiplication, which is the most easiest of the concepts you would have learned in your schooling life, by cross multiplication, we get the answer as 15 points for bid rate and 20 points for ask rate, right? So bid rate, ask rate, hence we are done with this particular solving of swap points in between period. What is the concept known as in between period, right? In between period. So how much is the answer? The answer is coming to 15, and for ask rate the answer is 20. So now, if the swap points are 15/20, is it in ascending order, descending order? It is in ascending order. We will add it to the spot rate to find out forward rate. We will add it to the spot rate to find out forward rate, right? So with that, we have completed swap points also. I hope you got utmost clarity. I am waiting for your replies. Any queries, let us try to solve that particular query of yours, right? So till now we have completed almost the majority part of the basics of computing exchange rate. Done. I hope everyone is active, you have not slept. Let's now just try to cover up few more points, yeah, or else okay, I will try to cover up interbank transaction, exchange margin and cross rates. Till here we will cover, and then we will try to find out if we should break for the day or should we complete more, right? Because I have told you 3 hours of session. You should not be getting tired. I hope you're all boosted up for your examination. It's only 4 months from now. That is, to be precise, August, September, October. 3 months, or for CMA it is almost only 4 months. So we have to complete the portions as soon as possible. I want the rest of the replies fast. Come on, reply me, yeah. Rest of the replies, where are you? Reply me fast. Okay. Interbank transaction or merchant transaction. Interbank transaction or merchant transaction, what are they? Interbank transaction means wholesale transactions and merchant transaction means retail transaction. It's very simple, yeah. Exchange rate applicable for transaction between banks, two banks or forex dealers. Exchange rate applicable for transaction between two banks or forex dealers is the interbank. That is one bank quoting for the other bank. This is interbank transaction, right? So one bank to other bank rates are known as interbank. And exchange rate applicable for transaction between retail customers and banks or dealers. That is a bank with the customer, a bank with the customer. This rate is known as merchant transaction or retail transactions. I'll tell you what, generally interbank market rates will be lower than retail rates, right? Because obviously bank to bank they will try to deal in at lower rates, and when they are selling it or buying it from, or when they're selling it to the customer, they will sell it at higher rates, right? So in examination they will give you interbank transaction rates. They will try to give you interbank rates, and they will tell you that the bank will have a margin of say 0.25 percentage. 0.25 percentage. So if the interbank, okay, here itself I have given probably, normally it is quoted up to 4 decimals. Which is quoted up to 4 decimals? Interbank transactions. After decimal, example, rupees per dollar 67.2565, rupees per dollar 67.2565, and here normally it is quoted up to 2 digits after decimal, that is only 67.26. So what is happening? Bank is able to get at 67.25, and when it is selling at rounding off into 2 decimals, 67.26. Or in the questions they might also ask you like this: 67.2565 is the interbank market rate. Bank will have an exchange margin of 0.25%. Find out retail rate or find out the customer rate. In that case, what will we do? 67.2565 plus 0.25 percentage. This will become 67.41 or 4246 percentage. This is how we will calculate merchant rates using interbank market rate, right? So interbank market rate is a base for any person or any bank to compute or to calculate what is the rates going on in the market right now, right? So with the help of interbank market rate, you can compute retail rates. Exchange margin, this is what I told you right now. Difference between interbank rate and merchant rate is known as exchange margin. Difference between interbank rate and merchant rate is known as exchange margin. Just now I had explained you the same thing. For bid rate, for ask rate, deduct margin from buying rate to get the exchange rate. Okay, this particular point I had missed out. Why? Because this was only one-way quote. This was only one-way quote. So for one-way quote, obviously we will add the exchange margin. But if it is a two-way quote, that is bid rate is also given, ask rate is also given, then in that case what do we do? Yeah, we will deduct from bid rate and we will add it to the ask rate. Sir, why are we deducting it from the bid rate and adding it to the ask rate? Obviously, yeah, bank will try to buy dollars. That is, I'm an Indian bank. I will try to buy dollars from a customer at the least rate possible. So the bid rate I will quote to my customer, the rate at which I'm planning to buy. I am who? I am the bank. The rate at which I'm planning to buy will be less only, right? Hence, what will I do now? My exchange margin is say 0.25%, the same thing. While buying, I will quote 67.2565 minus 0.25 percentage. How much is that? 67.2565 minus 0.25 percentage. This comes to 67.25 0884. Okay, 0884. So this will become my bid rate. So while buying, I will try to buy it at cheap, but while selling, I will try to add my exchange margin. So if I'm adding, what is the answer? Already we have computed 67.4246. 67.4246 will be the ask rate. 67.0884 will be the bid rate. So this is how we compute from an interbank market rate to the retail market rate, right? Retail, that is to the customer market rate. Done. So till now we have completed the pending portion will be cross rates. Now cross rates is little bit tricky to understand. Just give me a confirmation if everything till now is all clear, all good. Give me a confirmation fast. We are almost on the verge of completing chart 1, right? We are almost on the verge of completing chart 1 with utmost clarity is what I feel, because there is no doubts. I cannot see any doubts coming from you till now. Let me know. I want all of you to participate. Please do not sit idle, right? Everyone should participate. Give me fast replies. Yes, this is live streaming, come recording, come studio setup, right? Everything has been set up for you. So I just want you to reply for me. Okay, good. I'm so proud of all of you, yeah. Okay. Now let's come back to the quote. This quote session, that is every chart, I have tried to give my own quote, right? I've given my a good quote so that you get motivated after completing every chart. So that is the reason why I've given you quotes. Successful people plan their next day before they go for sleep. Guys, I'll tell you one thing. You take out any person who is very successful. Let it be Mark Zuckerberg, let it be Elon Musk, let it be Mukesh Ambani, let it be Ratan Tata, let it be Adani. Any person who is really successful, he will always try to plan his next day today. So that is all what I expect from you also. Plan your next day today. What you are going to study tomorrow should be there in your list today. This is what I'll be studying and this is the plan. So right, this is one of the most effective ways of getting successful. I have personally followed this whenever I used to study for my CA final, CA intermediate, CA foundation. In fact, I've also a CS intermediate qualified. Probably I'll plan to write my CS final soon, but then whenever you are planning to study, what you are planning for the next day should be there in your mind today. Without that, do not go for sleep. Have this habit from today for the next 3 or 4 months till you are writing examination. I can assure you, you will do your best if you are able to plan it. Plan your next day today, right? So I hope you got motivated at least a little bit. I have better quotes, right? I do have better quotes, but this is one of my favorite as well. Okay, now let's go for cross rates. Let's try to understand what is cross rates, and after that I will be giving you a break, right? So cross rates, rate of exchange may not be available for home currency against all foreign currencies. In such case, cross rates can be determined to obtain the desired exchange rate from two or more other exchange rates. Also, cross rates are determined taking the rates of various geographical locations to determine arbitrage gain possibility. Now, what is this cross rate? We are in India, or let us take we are in India. We want to buy a currency which is not there in the market. Let us take Canadian dollars. So Canadian dollars is not quoted by any Indian bank. If you go to the Indian bank, they will only give you quotes rupee per dollar, right? And when you googled it out, you found out that rupee per dollar is there, and one more market you found out dollar per Canadian dollar is there. So what I am trying to tell is, if you are not able to get rupee per Canadian dollar directly, you can use this concept called cross rates to find out the rupee per Canadian dollar quote also. How? All of that we will discuss in this particular concept. Cross rates are determined taking the rates of various geographical locations to determine arbitrage gain possibility. Guys, this arbitrage gain, I will come to this concept later, but let's first understand what is cross rate. For one-way quote, so for one-way quote, we shall form a LHS RHS. What is LHS? LHS means left hand side and RHS means right hand side, right? So all of you might be knowing this, but still if you are getting confused, I would just like to clarify this. Equation by using given rates to calculate desired rates. Example, given rupees per dollar equals rupees 65, Chinese yen per dollar, CNY means Chinese yen per dollar 10. We are supposed to find out rupees per Chinese yen. What are we supposed to find out? Rupees per Chinese yen is what we are supposed to find out. Okay, now how are we going to find this out? Desired LHS. What are we desiring? We want the rate of rupees per Chinese yen. So this is nothing but our LHS, left hand side. Right hand side should be in such a way that rupees should be in the numerator and Chinese yen should ultimately be in the denominator. Sir, how are we going to get that? It's very simple. Can I tell we are having the rate of rupees per dollar? Yes, we are having the rate of rupees per dollar. I will just write here rupees per dollar, and we are having Chinese yen per dollar. But what do I want? I want Chinese yen in the denominator, correct? I want Chinese yen in the denominator. So what will I do? I will just write dollar divided by Chinese yen. Now what will happen? This is $1, $1 will get cancelled. This $1 and $1 will get cancelled to finally give you the answer of rupees per Chinese yen. Rupees per Chinese yen, you will get the answer. Okay. How are we going to get it? It's very simple. 65 divided by 1, right? $1 equals rupees 65, and 1 divided by 10. Can I tell? See, for $1, how many Chinese yen we have to pay? 10. So this 1 and 1 will get cancelled. 65 divided by 10, that is 6.5, is the rupees per Chinese yen rate. So for 1 Chinese yen, how many rupees we have to pay? 6.50 rupees we have to pay to buy 1 Chinese yen. As simple as that. Okay. Now how to remember this? See, LHS, it will be given in the question. This particular part will always be given in the question. Rupees per Chinese yen will always be given in the question. So that becomes your LHS. Your right hand side should be in such a way that rupees is in numerator, Chinese yen is in the denominator. Done. So keeping rupee per dollar, but here they have given you rate of dollar. Hence what we have to do? Change this into dollar divided by Chinese yen. How are we going to change? 1 divided by 10, as simple as that. Yeah, you all know about it, right? So 6.5 will get you the answer of rupees per Chinese yen. This is cross rate, but here it is only one-way quote. This is only for one-way quote. For one-way quote, it's very easy. For two-way quotes, we will try to understand how to solve it. So same method can be applied to compute Chinese yen per rupees. Okay, now let's try to understand Chinese yen per rupees. How are we going to compute? Either you do 1 divided by 6.5, right? That is one probable answer, or Chinese yen divided by rupees equals dollar per rupee multiplied by Chinese yen divided by dollar. So that dollar gets cancelled, and what we are left with? Chinese yen divided by rupees. Okay, now coming back to the answer. So rupees is 65, dollar is 1, here also dollar 1, and Chinese yen is 10. So 10 divided by 65, what is the answer? Tell me fast. 10 divided by 65. The answer comes to 0.1538. 0.1538 is the answer. Now, can we cross verify? 0.1538. How much are we getting here? How much are we getting here? 0.158. The same answer we are getting even here, right? So I hope one-way quote cross rate is clear. Now let us jump into the two-way quote cross rates. For two-way quote, what are we going to do? Okay, now use the same method as above to form LHS and RHS, but bid rate separately and ask rate separately. That is the only thing which is different here. Bid rate separately, ask rate separately. You always use the funda, that is method, of bid rate of one currency shall be multiplied with bid rate of another currency. Guys, this is very important. Bid rate of one currency should always be multiplied by bid rate of another currency. And ask rate of one currency should always be multiplied with ask rate of another currency. As simple as that. Okay, now let us try to find out here. I have given an example here, exhaustive example, no need to worry. Conceptually, everything has been covered in this nano book. It will be soon available. You can order it through online as well as you can order it through the nearby bookstore if possible, or you can just contact on this particular mobile number. Now this is done so that the recorded lectures students can also understand what is happening. So you can always contact on this number. Feel free to contact me. Rupees per dollar is given as 65/67. Chinese yen per dollar given as 10/11. You have to compute rupees per Chinese yen. Okay. Desired LHS is rupees per Chinese yen. Okay. Required RHS, if you see, this is a separate part. This is a separate part. What did I do? I took the bid rate of dollar multiplied by bid rate of Chinese yen. Dollar is the new denominator, Chinese yen is the denominator. So we want bid rate of dollar and bid rate of Chinese yen. Here we require ask rate of dollar and ask rate of Chinese yen. Correct? Ask rate of dollar, ask rate of Chinese yen. Okay. Here dollar is the denominator, so it is the rate of dollar. Rate of dollar. Here also we require bid rate of dollar, so no issues. Okay. This is also rate of dollar. This is also rate of dollar. But what do we require? We require rate of bid rate of Chinese yen. Now I suppose everyone knows how to convert this rate into dollar divided by Chinese yen. Fast. Compute it fast. Compute. I want everyone to take your calculators. Give it the answer in the next 5 seconds. Come on guys. What will be the rate of dollar per Chinese yen? 1 divided by, fast. I'm waiting for your answers. Come on guys, don't delay, don't delay. .09 slash 1 divided by 10 equals 0.10. So 0.09 slash 0.10 is the rate of Chinese yen. Yeah, it is the rate of Chinese yen. Okay, now what did I do here? Just look at here. Computing rate of Chinese yen, that is dollar per Chinese yen. I have done the same thing, 1 divided by 11. So you all know 1 divided by 11, that is 1 divided by ask rate of dollar will give you bid rate of Chinese yen, and 1 divided by bid rate of dollar will give you ask rate of Chinese yen. So you can see here bid and ask. Yeah, bid and ask. 1 divided by 11, 1 divided by 10. You can even try to skip this 0.0909. You can just write 1 divided by 11. So that is what I have done here. 1 divided by 11 is the bid rate of Chinese yen. It's not the bid rate of dollar, it's the bid rate of Chinese yen. And 65 divided by 1 is the bid rate of dollars, obviously. Right? So this particular point, I hope you understood. Tell me if you were able to understood. Reply. I want replies as soon as possible from all of you. Do not delay it. Okay, next, here what are we going to do? Here we have to find out ask rate of Chinese yen. Ask rate of Chinese yen is how much? 1 divided by 10. So ask rate of dollar multiplied by ask rate of Chinese yen will finally give you the desired LHS rupees divided by Chinese yen. So this answer, how much is this answer? I have not written here. 65 divided by 11. The answer is 5.909 slash, again it's 9090 slash 67 divided by 10. I hope I was right doing this. 6.7000. 65 divided by 11. Yeah, 5.9090 and 6.7070. 7000. So this is the bid rate. This is the ask rate. Bid rate of Chinese yen and ask rate of Chinese yen. So with that, we have completed cross rates. Cross rates for one-way quote, cross rates for two-way quotes. Let me know if everything is clear till now. I want quick replies. Do not delay it, guys. I'm waiting for you. If cross rates is done, we are done with the basics. Yeah, all the basics of exchange rate. So this was part one. This was part one of our exchange rate. I'm finding that you have given me replies all clear. Thank you so much. Now in this lecture, we will try to cover up until this. I will come back after half an hour. So I would try to discuss in WhatsApp group now. Okay, I will try to discuss in WhatsApp group further. How many questions you have to complete from your side? I will tell you all of that. Okay, so we will try to conclude this session as of now. I just want this first session to be concluded at all the basics of forex rate, right? So the further session, just be active in WhatsApp. I will tell you what will happen. Done. So thank you so much, guys, for having this patience of almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'll meet you in the next lecture to complete the second part of forex. Thank you all. Bye bye.